question is a classic. Raj is X years old. His brother is 11 years older than him. Given that the sum, just another word for saying total, of their ages is 51 years. Work out Raj's age. So what we're going to do is, first of all, just break it down. So we have X. That's our X. His brother is 11 years older than him. So we know we've got 11. He's older plus than him. That's him. So we're going to write that down. X plus 11 plus X equals 71. Now, that's it. All you do is break it down. Just underline it, make little sums like this, and then you whack it all together. So what 2x is, I've got an 11, and it equals 71. Now, at this point, if you haven't learnt the basics of algebra, you need to watch one of my other videos because you need to know the basics to solve these questions. So, as we know, when we have a plus here and it goes over to the other side, you do the opposite. So, we've got 2x equals 71, subtract 11 equals 60. Now remember, we're trying to get x on its own. So that's why we've had to get rid of the number here, or it has to go over, because we need to get x on its own. Now, if everybody remembers what I've taught you, when the number is stuck to the letter, it means multiply. And the opposite of multiply is divide. So you're now going to divide this number with our new number, which is 60. So 2's into 60 go 30. So our x equals 30. Next one. A jar contains M marbles when full. Carly has 5 full jars. Anna's 23 marbles that she has collected. So they're not in any jars. They're just randomly knocking around. Given that she has a total of 348 marbles, find the value of M. So we're doing exactly the same thing. So we have 5 full jars of marbles. She contains M marbles. She has another 23 marbles, so we're going to add it. It's not going to be minus, it's going to be add. And it's going to be a total of 348 marbles. So there you are. You've gone and got all the key pieces of information and another. It means add, doesn't it? So let's do the same again. 5n equals 348. And we're going to subtract 23 because it's a plus. So we're going to do the opposite, which gives us 325. That's the times. We're going to divide it. 5's into 325 is 65. There we have it. And remember, you can use a calculator. These actually do algebra, this calculator does. So you can always check if it's a non-calculator exam question, that's absolutely fine. But while you're learning the stages and you want to check your answer, you can with this calculator. So there's M equals 65, okay? This question has a little bit more to it. Just another extra step you need to take. But don't worry, it's really easy to understand. So the cost of a sandwich is £3.20. I buy N sandwiches and I get 80p change from a £20 note. It's asking you to form and solve an equation to find our value of N. Now it's given you a hint. It wants you to write the cost of a sandwich in pence. So to do that, we do that final step that I was on about, the extra step, is to convert our £3.20 into pence. And all you're doing is getting rid of this decimal point. So that's 3.20. 80p's absolutely fine. It's where it should be. And a £20 note becomes 2,000 because if you think the decimal place goes there. So let's write this out. So we know we have a £20 note, 2,000. Get change of 80p. And it equals 320n. So that's the equation. That's how I've written it out. That's how I've looked at that expression. So it's equation, sorry. So now I find out what this equals. Well, I know 2,000 minus 80 is 1,920. Divided by, it's going to be divided by 320. So I know n equals 6. Now remember, it doesn't matter if it looks backwards, because normally it's that way, isn't it? It'd be m equals 65, x equals 30. 6 equals n is exactly the same. So don't think, oh, it's wrong, because it's not wrong. It's just the way I've written the equation. You might find a different way to do that. You may do, you may not. I haven't tried another way, but who knows? If this is a classic question, it will probably be at the back of your foundation paper. Some of you mostly skip this, but give it a go. At least write some methods out. You might get a mark from it. But try and follow my steps. If I double a number, we don't know what the number is at the minute, and add 7. I get the same results as if I triple, there's going to be a 3, the number, whatever that is, and subtract 1. I'll put that there. We subtract 1. So what you've got to do is just make up a letter. Any letter you want. I'm going to call it Y. I'm going to call our unknown Y. If I double, sorry, there's a 2 there. So all I've done is made a note on top of there, above everything, to tell me what I need to include in my equation. So we need to form an equation to find the value of the original number. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to put it all together. But remember, there's 2 lots here, so it's got to equal something. It's asking us to find the original. So that means we've got to get y on its own. So our objective is to get y on its own. This is really important for you to understand. Please watch my basic algebra videos if you don't understand what I'm saying. So we're going to go 2y plus 7 equals, because we've got to get y on its own, and that involves an equal sign. It involves an equation. 3y, triple the number, subtract our 1. So that's it. That's what it looks like when you write it out. But now we've got to get y on its own. We're doing exactly the same thing as we do with our numbers, but we're doing it with our letters as well. So what I'm going to do is, I do it this way. That's the biggest number, 3y. So I'm going to take that over there first. So I'm left with 7 equals 3y. We've got to subtract, because remember, in theory, that's a plus, minus 2y, minus 1. That's what we've got. Now, we've got to get y on its own. 3y minus 2y is y, obviously. We've got our 7. Now, this has to go matches number. See, they're all the same. They're all the same terms. So now I've got to take that over the equal sign. Now, that's -1. So toodles all the way over here becomes a plus. So the answer is y equals 8. Yes, it's back to front, but don't worry about it. You know, it's just like that one. It just means exactly the same. It just means the same as that. It doesn't matter, so don't panic if it looks the other way. It's just the way the equation has been formed. So that's it. Quite a lot to it for a foundation level, but nothing's impossible. And if you put your mind to it, you'll be able to solve them and you will do really well. Okay? So good luck.